Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel, I'm For Classic and welcome to BenchART. So for today what I do have in here is Hellbound, a game developed by Saybot Studios, and it is using Unreal Engine 4. So Saybot seems to develop games that are usually established on Hell or something like it. Something that looks hellish as hell. Alright, so today we are here to test how this game performs on the GT 740M or the GT 920M or the GT 825M, because all of these free graphic cards are pretty much the same. And since I'm an idiot, I forgot to show you the settings throughout the video, so I had to make this major cut over here. And so I'm playing at 720p, 50% of resolution scaling, and using the absolutely lowest settings. So for the minimum requirements, this game doesn't seem that demanding. It only asks for 4 gigs of RAM, an old Intel Core 2 Quad or an AMD FunGPU X4, and for the graphic card the GT 730 from desktop series, which our GT 740M should be kind of slightly better or equal in performance, since our 740M is the laptop version. So I decided to start with the low settings, 50% of resolution scaling, and the performance was good, with an average of 68 frames per second and a 1% low of 46. So basically a very good experience in frame rates. It was more perfect if it was always above 60, of course, but very good playable frames, although it looks like crap. So raising the resolution scaling to 75% already destroyed that smoothness, with average of 41 and a 1% low of 29. So for the most games this would be just fine, but Hellbound wants to be a 90s shooter, a fast-paced 90s shooter, and so this average and this 1% low just don't feel smooth enough for playing the game. So that's why I decided to go with 50% of resolution scaling and playing at 720p. Although it's your preference, if you feel that you can play with a lower frame rate this game, it's completely up to you. You have in here the results, so you can choose whatever you want. But for me, 50% of resolution scaling, despite it looks really ugly like this, it's not that 75% it is any better in this game, but 50% of resolution scaling, it is extremely bad. But honestly, the smoothness, it actually makes it worth it. Alright, so anyway, this game doesn't look any beautiful in any of the settings. Even on my desktop PC, where I can play this game on high settings and 1080p or even 1440p, this game doesn't really look really good, honestly. Even I know this looks extremely bad, and it is extremely bad at low settings, but even at high settings this game doesn't look good. So that's one of the points that you should know about its graphics and its performance. So it's very unoptimized compared to games like Doom and other titles that tries to be a 90s shooters anyway. So, but what about the game? So Hellbound, like I did told you at the very beginning of the video, it is a 90s game. So it tries to be kind of High-End Fury or the classic Doom. And it is an extremely cheap game, so you can get this game for $12.99 at the time of this video. So that's absolutely nothing, alright? It's really a cheap game. So I thought that the game was cheap because the visuals were not really interesting and the optimization was not there. But in fact, the reason why this game it is so cheap, it is because it finishes off really quickly. So you can finish off this game in about 2 hours. So you just buy the game, start to play the game, and for some reason you have a kind of a clear afternoon where you don't have nothing to do, and you start to play the game, and at 4 o'clock you already finished the damn game. So it's something like that. It's a very quick game to finish, and it is not even that hard in my opinion, so it's kind of easy. And also, to be even more worse, this game only offers 4 weapons throughout the entire game, which you already get access to all of them in this specific level, which is the second level. So I'm kind of disappointed with the length of the game and also the offer of the offering of the weapons that you have. It seems a little bit limited. I don't know what was their objective, and for some reason it is really hard to recommend. I think it is nice if this game gets included in stuff like Humble Bundle or Bundle Stars, any kind of bundles where you buy the bundle and you get kind of 4, 6 or 7 games. This is the type of game that fits really well inside those bundles, because it's a game that you will spend your afternoon playing it and you will even enjoy it. The game, it is fine, the movement, it is awesome, the soundtrack, it is nice. It is just too damn short and doesn't really offer too much weapons or too much enemies. So it's a perfect game to include inside a bundle, to include inside the Xbox Game Pass or anything like it, because it's a quick game to finish. It is a good game though, but still lacks a lot of length and a lot of weapons and a lot of enemies. So guys, I think that's all that I want to talk about Hellbound. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.